Today is the fourth Sunday of Easter Cycling. It's also Mother's Day, and I wish all you mothers a blessed, happy, and joyful Mother Day. In the first reading, St. Paul and Barnabas visit Antioch, and they went first to the synagogue to preach the word of God to the Jews, converts, and also others. On the following Sabbath, the whole city came to hear them preach. The Jewish leaders became jealous of them and encouraged the authorities to expel them from the city. We may start and be encouraged by a ministry and who looks to be very successful. However, this may cause others to be jealous of our good work, and they may promote ways to stop us. Because Paul and Barnabas were forced to leave, their mission went on to other Gentile cities where it flourished. In spite of being expelled from Antioch, that city will become a major center for the followers of Jesus. It was at Antioch that the followers of Jesus were first called Christians. Anybody knows what they were called before? The people of the way. Do not be discouraged at the low stoppage of your project to help others. God will lead you to a better and greater ministry if you desire to continue to serve Him. The second reading is a vision of one man named John who was able to witness those standing around the throne of God. He said there were 144,000 Jews plus uncountable number of Gentiles. When the Jehovah Witness comes to your door, they will tell you that only 144,000 people will be saved. That number is a symbolic number. It is 12 times 12 multiplied by 1,000. The members will omit, the members of the sect, the Jehovah's Witnesses, will omit the passage that immediately follows, which in today's reading says, I, John, had a vision of a great multitude which no one could count, from every nation, race, and people and tongue, that stood before the throne and before the Lamb. If ever somebody should quote you that passage with 144,000, just ask them to read on, read on. In Jesus' time, even in today in the Middle East, there are what is called watering holes for sheep and goats. They consist of troughs 20 feet in length and about 3 feet wide, from which 20 or 30 sheep could drink on either side. There could be as many as 20 troughs at a large station. Therefore, as many as 800 sheep can drink at the same time. At a busy station and at a busy time, there could be 2,000 sheep. The shepherd brings his flock to the watering station and waits. When he believes that all the sheep had had their fill, he begins to leave and makes a special call. And amazingly, all his sheep several hundred, would follow him, leaving the other sheep behind, which belonged to other flocks. This is the image that the words of Jesus invoke to his listeners. Jesus' desire is to guide and protect us as he did for the early church. His disciples trusted him completely and followed him obediently. Can we do the same? You will not hear his call or his directions unless you are listening to his words in the liturgy of the word and the Eucharist. For Jesus to be present to you, you have to be present to him. If teenagers are busy with their electronic gadgets, they will not hear their parents' voice calling them. Therefore, we need to remove any distractions so that we may pay attention to God, who speaks to us in the liturgy of the word and the Eucharist. Sometimes we may be anxious about a situation or have a serious problem to resolve. We have to place it at the foot of the altar silently and stop obsessing about it for a while so that we can listen to Jesus, who will speak to our hearts. He comes to us in our need, as he came walking on the water to rescue his disciples who in a boat were being tossed about by the storm and the possibility of sinking. Believe in the Good Shepherd and trust him. Listen to his voice and follow his advice obediently. Jesus can only be present to you if you are present and attentive to him. Of course, there's a great controversy now about abortion. And there is a parallel between abortion and slavery. Slaves were considered property by the Supreme Court, Dred Scott case. And therefore, the owners could do whatever they wanted with their property. The argument today is that not a child or a living person in the womb, but the property of the mother thing. And therefore, those promoting abortion are suggesting that as the property of the mother, the child can be done away with if it is her will. Let us continue to pray that the right to life will prevail. I do not think the justices were trying to end abortion. This will not end abortion. What had happened is that scientists has caught up with the erroneous facts of Roe versus Wade. It said for the first trimester, it was only mass of tissue. However, ultrasound and other electronic gadget shows that this is not true. So rather than allow or disallow abortion after 6 weeks with a heartbeat, the court decided to overturn Roe so they could throw it back to the states. Not all states will end abortion. So abortion will still go on. Let us be patient and see how this plays out and not be riled up. Of course, the left is sending people to attack Catholic churches. Hopefully, the people in charge, like the president, who's supposed to be Catholic, will tell these who supposedly engage in peaceful process which includes looting and burning